Okay, today I'm going to demonstrate flushing the Fusion mechanical purge gun. This can be done with any of your guns, the Fusion mechanical purge, a Fusion air purge, your GX7, your GX8. You can even flush your Gap Pro gun if you're using a short set of cold whips up on your gun like I do. But before I ever do any type of maintenance work on these guns, especially if I've been spraying and I need to take my gun down for maintenance, cleaning out my modules, or at the end of the day when I'm done spraying, I always like to simply flush out my gun, and I'm going to demonstrate that. I've got my nightcap I always keep up on my guns. This gun was used at a training class, and saved it for today so that I can demonstrate flushing this gun out. This is our flush manifold here. Comes from Graco. It's got on-off valves on it, so I like those. You can also modify your block that comes with your guns. I just put a quarter female by quarter male swivel, and then put a block on the other end, and I can also use this as a flush block. Okay. Good and tight. Go ahead and hook my air up. The tank that I'm using is just a 2.5 gallon. Just using a 2.5 gallon pressure pot, like you would see for spraying coatings with, conventional coatings. So it's just a 2.5 gallon paint pressure pot that I have converted into a solvent flush tank for my guns. I like it a lot. It holds plenty of solvent. I can pressurize it up and no problem. Does extremely well. I do like to go ahead and remove my tip from my gun before I flush. I just has everything coming out a lot easier. Hopefully you can see everything here. I'm focusing here on this gun. Now, okay. You can see there. Now, dispense the material that was inside of the gun. I'm here to dissolve it. I do want just to ensure that I get enough material out, enough solvent through. I'll go ahead and remove the front purge rod seal while I got a chance. And what I'll like to do is I'll close off my resin side of my gun. So there, look here. I'm showing right here that I'm not getting nothing through on my ISO side. Okay, my ISO side is a little bit stopped up. So I know that I'm not getting nothing on my ISO side, but I am able to at least flush out one side of my gun. So what we'll do, since I've got that going like that, we'll go ahead and we'll take the module out. Move our module retaining nut. Let's see if our module will come out. Look at there. No problem. So now I should be able to flush the A side portion of this gun. We'll see here. Yep, got a little pluggage probably on my A side check valve. Know that their B side is good. So we'll take this back off. And see where our problem is at. Remember, said A seems to always be our problem side. And right here I am, that check ball is moving. Let's remove our check valve. Let's see what we got in here. Oh. Liquid. Some ISO out. So let's put our flush block back on. Anytime you're working with solvent, you do want to use some type of solvent resistant gloves. Try to avoid contact with solvent with our skin as much as possible. Sometimes it's a little difficult to do, but very important. There we go. Now we've got our A side flowing. Do the B just right quick. Okay, so we've got that. So I like to be able to flush with my module on. So what I want to do is reinstall the module and the retainer. Let's see if we can get material flowing through both sides of our module now. Air hooked back up. My gun on safety. Turn the solvent off on the resin side. There we go. This way I can clean the passageways out of the solvent, out of the module thoroughly. Doesn't take much solvent at all. I used a little bit more than what I normally would, but I had a little bit of a problem with, it seemed like maybe the A side check valve was stopped up, plugged up, stuck probably the check ball from. It's been a couple of days since my last training class, so I'll let my gun sit. I wanted to get this video done sooner, but time wasn't permitting me, and I wanted to be able to do it with a dirty gun. So we'll remove this check valve out, drain the liquid out. Remove our B side, that liquid out. Now we can take our check valves down, our gun screens, clean everything up. I do want to take out my module again. Now I can just go about my daily routine of servicing my gun, clean my gun screens, make sure my check valves are working, take out my module, and remove my module. Now it's good and clean as far as being clean with the solvent. And now I can take the correct size drill bit and drill my passageways. This here is a XR2929 module. So I'll take and I'll drill my A and my B orifices out with my drill bit holder, my pin vise that's already sized up for the size module that I'm cleaning. But that is pretty much all there is to flushing out the mechanical purge fusion gun. Very, very simple. Again, you can make this part here. It comes with your gun minus this quarter by quarter NPT fitting, and very, very handy. Always travel with this so that maybe my customer doesn't, maybe they have a flush pot but they don't have the right size manifold for a fusion mechanical purge gun. So I generally travel with that as well. So anyway, I hope that you get something from this. Now I can take all of my parts apart here, all of my parts, and I can clean them up, and all of the residue is flushed out of them. And thank you, and have a good day.